All right, folks. I think we are live. Shout out to the replay viewers, anyone watching it. We are hopefully right on the edge of breaking 170 ball speed here for day number 7 of trying to do it. Last time, I think I overperformed. One second. Diet Coke for some energy. We got GoPre in the chat. What's up, buddy? CJ in the chat. Give me one second here. So I think last time I overperformed. We'll see how we do today. Hopefully today's the day. Last time I was honestly very surprised that I hit 269. One second. I hit 269 a couple times. Basically the PR right now is 269.5. Hopefully I beat that. I mean, it seems like we're right there. However, I was thinking that when I've done this in the past, Commissioner Craig, I think, is just an alien and happens to get quicker seemingly almost every time he does it. When I've done it in the past, there's been days where like you make a big jump and then a couple days where you kind of plateau. We'll see. But we're going to try. We're going to swing hard. CJ, let's get it, brother. Hit 152 ball speed last night on my way. Let's go, Murph. 152 ball speed? It's awesome. Whether you're golf is, I mean, as Danko says, golf is essentially you're chasing the dragon. So whether it's world golf ranking points, lower scores, ball speed, better putting, whatever you're trying to do, it's what makes it fun. So, Murph, if you're at 152, you can easily get 160, 165. My one advice after last time with having it finally click, shout out to Flying Fat Kid for finally getting me to use my legs. We'll try to do that today. But my one advice, Murph, would be what got you there won't necessarily get you where you're trying to go. And in terms of like swing feel, sequencing, that kind of stuff. I'm pretty reluctant. I think a lot of people are to change stuff just to be able to hit it faster. But you got to kind of build, I guess, different patterns. Because I stalled out there for a while and actually got slower. Because there's two ways to do it, right? Like I've done both. There's two ways to do it. One, you kind of feel like you're almost breaking down your entire swing and starting from scratch. Kind of that's the feel. You could also say, okay, we're going to tweak things here and there. Which one's better? I don't know. If you have like something important you're trying to do in terms of like a match or something, maybe you don't do a complete breakdown, which I'm kind of doing right now, depending on how I swing today. So you can kind of chip away at it. Or maybe if you have a week or two where you say, okay, I don't really want to care about score and play much, just like get after it. C Drum in the house. All right, C Drum. You and Flying Fat Kid. You and Flying Fat Kid got to give me a little bit of advice to get me over that 169.5 threshold. I think last time, I don't remember. I definitely hit 169 twice. It may have been 3 times. It was 169.5 was the best, and then I believe I also hit 169.1 and 169.3. So that's like, I think, 3 swings that are pretty close. Here's the advice at the ball fest. I gotta get the feeling of and then back up. Yeah, that's the PR flying fat kid. 169.5. Try jump hitting, Harris says. I think I get what you're saying. Flying fat kid basically telling me the same thing too. I'm still just trying to get the feel of really getting my legs into it more so right now. I think the next step or a couple steps will be more of that jump feel at the end of it. Flying Fat Kid coming off his big night last night on the Triple Bogey live stream. Came down. It was a good match. I know you guys weren't playing necessarily against each other, but go watch it if you haven't. I won't ruin it. It was a barn burner. You wanted to win. You were playing well, dude. You were hitting some bombs. That's why golf is funny, right? Like we do all this stuff with handicaps. Like it depends. It depends how you're playing. A few bad chips. Golf is funny like that because like you could say, I think you even said it during it, which is part of it. But if someone's having a slightly off day and someone's having a slightly better day, there's a lot of handicaps that like seemingly pretty like decent sized differences that just depending on the day and how you're hitting it and how you're playing, the breaks you get, like handicaps can only do so much. It puts you in the general area, but the fact that Flying Fat Kid is quote unquote mid to high handicap, whatever you want to call yourself, with 183 ball speed. I get it, but driver's working pretty good. Yeah, I mean, you were bombing the ball. Is Bro an engineer? I'm not an engineer. High handicap for sure. All right. I mean, I'm still kind of smoothing them, but I don't want to waste. Those are just 8 irons. We might as well start doing it. And what I'm going to do, Flying Fat Kid, to really work on this. My goal by the end of this, one, obviously I want to hit 170, but my goal is to be, I'll still probably incorporate some of it, but to be a lot less sore, like I was saying last time, right along this right side with like my obliques and like that pull, more, I guess, pull motion. The goal is to be able to hit it hard with my legs and not be sore or as sore right there by the end of it, and hopefully be more sore in my legs, which are already sore. Kyle Berkshire hits his 4-iron 185. Yeah, well, no one's Kyle Berkshire. Clearing leaves in the backyard. Yeah. I was saying to one of my buddies, I don't know if it's even, I guess it's trees mature maybe. It just seemed like the leaves were worse this year. I don't know if they changed that much, but it just seemed that way. Maybe it was more windy, so they blew around more or something. All right, we're not even going to do this yet, actually. So we're going to do the old FFK feel. I called it something different, but it was start down, up, down, back up, and let the arms go along for the ride more, apparently. And I got to keep my head down. I have a tendency with that for whatever reason, maybe because I'm like dipping up and down. My head just goes straight up in the air. He's no stronger than I am. Kyle Berkshire? I think he's a lot stronger than I am. I would assume. He's definitely quicker. Is he? How tall is he? Is he like not that tall? He's just a freak of nature. Because like you have him, which I guess maybe he could like looks maybe a little more normal, but then you have like Martin Borgmeyer, who's like 6'5", like 250, and you're like, yeah, that guy looks like a long driver. You ever get any kind of what do you think, Flying Fat Kid, about me feeling like I kind of have a little more movement before I start going, just to try to like get that. I won't go as crazy as like Martin Borgmeyer, where he like goes like. I feel like I need like a trigger, kind of like Joe does, to engage my legs more. Faster muscles. 165 plus gets me a super chat. All right, deal. Deal. One or two more of these, and then we'll start hitting. I feel like sometimes I come out, and I know you guys want to see me start hitting. So like sometimes I come out and I start hitting too early, where just like however, just to like make contact with the ball, I start swinging, and I preset myself up for like doing my old way versus like waiting a little bit to hit the first ball and say like, okay, what am I really trying to do, and go into the first swing trying to do that versus just like hit the ball. All right, that felt. I can feel it for sure. More lower body, so I don't know if that looks any different. It feels a lot different. We'll see how it goes. All right, Jay. We'll read Jay's comment right before we hit our first one, just for good luck here.
Mike Murphy tipped $5 through Super Chat.
Thanks, Murph. Appreciate you, man. Murph's the man. I won't say anything, but all I'll say is Flying Fat Kid was picking up what Ben was putting down last night, and so was I. I didn't say anything, but that should be fun. You're the man, Murph. By the way, if you're gonna send, I appreciate the $5. If you're gonna send it, at least like make fun of me or something. You can say like I'm short, and it'll at least read out, and C-Drum will giggle. I appreciate you, Murph. Sorry, I restarted my computer. I'm also going to turn the ads off for the boys because of Murph, but I had to reopen another window. All right, we're going to turn the ads off. Shout out to Murph. Murph's the man. We're going to read Jay's comment, and then we're going to start hitting balls. All right. Jay says, good graciousness. The fan bases on the internets around the globe are saying those stretches are intergalactic and outrageous, but still earning 2 thumbs up for tremendous effort on the show with 2 thumbs up. Thanks, Jay. 2 thumbs up to you too, Jay. Commission in the damn chat. What's up, Commish? Coach should have an audible whip at impact. You is short. For the record, for as much C-Drum says I'm short, I don't know. I've never seen him in real life, so who knows. But allegedly, he's only barely taller than me. Allegedly. Intergalactic planetary. All right. What are the chances we start off with 165? Do we just come out swinging for Flying Fat Kid? Just get after it from the start? $160. Feels like I'm, for lack of better terms, actually, which I don't know if it's the right feel. Feels like I'm kind of humping the ball trying to do that. That probably is out of sequence, which is why, but with 160. All right. $162. I'm already not, I can already feel it. Even those first couple swings, I'm not using my legs because my abs are already. You can't see. You saying that, Kamish? Or closer? I got two streams going too, by the way, Kamish. I got the regular one going too if you'd rather watch on that. Don't sway forward. All right. A little pause at the top. I really got to pause. That's where I get in trouble. If I don't pause, I get in trouble. I mean, not terrible. Not 165, but it's not terrible. Jim Bob, what driver I got? I have a QI10 LS 8-degree driver. It is playing 8 degrees in the upright setting, and I have a hazardous, extra stiff 60-gram RDX. I never know what the heck this thing's called. It has like 5 names. I think it's technically a Project X hazardous RDX Smoke Black, I think is what it's called. Which is honestly the worst name. There's like some cool parts of the name, but the fact that that's the entire name is just. Need more width. Need more pausey pause. All right, that was closer because that was super, super low in the face, and that was still 163. So I need another one like that, which is the strike a bit higher. That was a little quicker. I just need to get a couple that I feel like, okay, that was pretty good. Then I'll start getting after it a little. Wide then small. Oh man, it was way off the heel, but that felt like the fastest club head speed. Maybe not though. Sometimes what feels like the fastest just isn't. What am I doing exactly? Genuinely curious. This is the quote unquote swing like hell method, the Bryson DeChambeau method. A bunch of guys, they basically say if you want to gain club head speed, you just gotta literally just go and hit the driver literally as hard as you can. So I'm only focused on ball speed. I'm trying to get to 170 ball speed or above. I'm trying to get kind of like a new PR high score. It's an added bonus when they go good. My goal is to try to get my sequencing and my swing, different mechanic wise stuff better, and then focus on all right, that was the first one. 168.2. You gotta stay behind it. Go pretty come ahead. Driver speed training. Could never swing that hard. One of those things, Jim Bob. No matter where you are, if you see guys that are on the senior tour, they're able to pick up speed. It's like anything else. Like it's like saying watching someone work out and be like, wow, I couldn't work out that hard. You just start working out just anywhere. You just start swinging maybe 2 swings a day at the end of like when you're playing. Just swing as hard as you can with driver, and then you slowly just keep doing that, and your body gets used to going quicker and quicker. I truly believe if you can like swing the club, there's people with different limiting factors and whatnot, but generally speaking, I truly believe if you can still swing the club, that you can benefit.
Flying Fat Kid tipped $9.99 through Super Chat. Let's go. Knucklehead.
Let's go, Flying Fat Kid. You're the man. You're the man, Flying Fat Kid. I truly believe if you can still swing the club like pain-free, that kind of stuff, if you can just swing the club and play, I truly believe that you can get faster, improve, like all those things. Appreciate you, Flying Fat Kid. Oh, this mouse. Knucklehead. I do want to correct the record on one thing, though. Flying Fat Kid usually says a bunch of nonsense. But one thing in particular last night, he mentioned that Studs, which was a bar around here that I go to. I want to put on the record, I don't even know where it is, but wherever it is, Flying Fat Kid, it's around him. So I just want to set the record straight. Rich is the announcer there, so he knows where it is. I haven't been yet. Maybe one day. Oh, low on the face. Driver Brandon Loft. Appreciate it, CJ. Gave me an idea. Start a channel, head into my net in the backyard to afford a sim, outdoor canopy. I mean, go for it. Nationwide. It's a chain. There's franchises. How much is the franchise fee? I mean, we keep talking about it so much, we may as well just start one. What's up, Bleed Blue? All right. Man, that felt better than 163. That's 288 though. That would be sweet. If I could do that, life would be good. If I could do that like 7 out of 10 times, 6 out of 10 times, 8 out of 10 times, that'd be sweet. Nice drive. Thanks, Greg. Ah. That was really high toe. That's one of those where it's like, I don't know, did that happen? Did it not happen? That was a bad contact. So I didn't hit it good. But like 397 backspin? I don't know. Maybe. Am I even trying? I am trying. Saw FK hit 175. He was hitting some bombs last night, Craig. We were talking about it. He was bombing the ball. He says it was chipping. I think overall, I told him that. I think Flying Fat Kid played well overall. And I said, anyways, I think he played well. $175 is good. Toey. Talk about forgiveness, though. For how far, I watched that 10 degrees right. For how far I hit that off the toe, for that to literally like land on the center line. What makes the ball go further? Ball speed or club speed? Neither. Both. Picking my head up, low in the face. Close to the ball. Speedy Soft? Appreciate you, Speedy Soft. I don't know. Over on the vertical stream, it says Speedy Soft sent 100 for 2 joules. I don't know what that is, but I appreciate it. What launch monitor I'm using? It's called the Square Golf Launch Monitor. It's a dual camera based unit. It's right over here in front of me. It sits like right there. If you watch the guys on the range, it's kind of over there. Dual camera based, indoor only unit for $700 with no subscription. If you want to play something like this with like GS Pro, you just pay the GS Pro subscription. It's pretty sweet. Bent arms, you're saying? Oh, that's close to the ball for you. I guess the problem is when I'm not closer towards locked out, I just have so much variance of how I can get to the ball. It's just that my strike goes all over the place. It's probably how I've gotten to that point. Hey, what's up, Black Cloud? I was thinking about you. Did you see that? You probably didn't see it. I mentioned it maybe like 2 days ago on one of the streams. I was like, Black Cloud would be proud of me. I officially retired from basketball. They're starting up again pretty soon, and the guy who runs it, the commish of that league, was like, all right, who's in, who's out? And I said I was done. So I said Black Cloud would be proud of me. No more injuries, hopefully, from that. But I will miss it. That didn't look closer. I mean, I felt like my arms were more like that on down that last one versus out here. Now when I tried to feel like my arms were still kind of locked out, but just closer to me. You're swinging on the outside of the ball, try to hit the inside of it. All right, we're gonna get this back above 160, 165. Fine Fat Kid said 165. We did 168. Now we've been nowhere near it. You don't lock out anything with driver. I feel like I sling the club backward with flow and then sling it back through. Grip is pretty light. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Black Cloud. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences. That's terrible. I don't know what the heck's going on with that kind of stuff. It seems like there's like even the I don't know what happened to the guy. What was his name? Something Marshland. I forget. He was like 24 or something. I don't know what the heck's going on with some of that stuff. Learn to micro. What's up? Congratulations on permanently quitting basketball. Your body, your mind will thank you for it. I think so too. Long term, it's the right decision, but I still like. I was debating before I kind of bowed out. I was like, I mean, I could go and still like play easy, but it's just not the same. Oh yeah, moves are playing during the round. I mean, they go pre, they work together, right? So the only way to get higher ball speeds, which the ball only knows what like the speed that's getting it. So like the ball speed and like what the game is seeing, it only matters on ball speed. So club speed is irrelevant. That's why you look at smash factor. But at the end of the day, the only way to get higher ball speeds is you just have to swing the club faster. And a lot of that just comes from where you hit it on the face. So if you're hitting it way off the toe like I have on that one, out of the middle, my club speed was probably really, really high, and my efficiency or the smash factor was probably pretty low for how bad I hit it. Versus if you catch it more. All right. 164.6. I try to feel like a little bit loosier goosier. Try to sling it a little bit. Little Bobby Sling Blade Wade or whatever Flying Fat Kid says. Yeah, it's crazy, Black Cloud. It's crazy. Loosey goosey, bigger turn. Ball is sent. No, I'm not on Twitch. I don't even know. I don't know if I have an account or not. I probably don't. I know I probably should be doing all that stuff, but it's hard enough doing. All right, we're back. Bigger turn, a little more balanced, a little more controlled. 167. Now we got to get a couple more of those and then get a little confidence going into one that I step into. I think is the play. Triple threat. Oh, he's no, I wanted to crush the ball. Jay with a double message today. More thumbs up. Appreciate you, Jay. Your messages take a lot to read out, but Big Dog, what's going on? I think that's the best. Is that the best? No, 168. We had 168 so far. 167 on that one. We're trying to get 170. Trying to pace myself. I'm usually good for about one really good, like profusely sweating, and then I got to call it quits just because it's colder. So I'm trying to not work myself up too much, and then towards the end, kind of give it a final go. Without really trying to guess. Healy, pick my head up. Not using my legs very well. It's tough too because I can already feel like this is already getting sore, so I'm not doing what I want to do. But I need to do more legs. Hit it with my purse next time. Yeah, body doesn't heal. Yeah, it is what it is, Black Cloud. You never know. It's not 100% done. I said I wasn't playing, but it's not 100% done. You never know. They need 1 week. Say, hey, we just need one person kind of thing. You never know. Yeah, ball speed increases with more of the center. Yeah, go pre. Low in the face. That's a good miss, though. It's just still a miss. Everyone shoots threes. Yeah, that's part of it, though, Black Cloud, which is you start playing in like older leagues, even like you look at high school, college, and then like as you get older, people just they're not like taking it to the basket hard. They're not like taking charges and that kind of stuff. So it kind of just turns into like jogging and running, taking shots. Usually you don't have a whole lot of like post work, driving to the basket a ton. Quit on that drive? No, we're trying to get 170 ball speed, Black Cloud. 2 days ago on Wednesday, I hit 169.5. So 166.8. I also don't want to go too crazy because I'm playing with Big Dog tomorrow. So 52 just out the Albany. Trivia question: where on the club face do you hit the perfect stinger? Off the Hosel. Stings every time. Blackout, honestly, I haven't used the driver a ton outside. I've probably played less than 5 times with it outside, so still tough to tell. Inside, I like it. I've changed stuff around. I'm actually back to my old shaft, so I've changed pretty much since I've got it. I've just consistently kind of changed stuff around. I would say this, just because the ball speed's been the best, has probably been the best I've hit it kind of currently, or at least 2 days ago, in terms of speed and whatnot. Just all arms. But how much of it is the ball? I mean, somewhat triple threat. I mean, probably within, I don't know, maybe Seedrum or someone else. There's probably data on it. Off the top of my head, I would say a couple to a few mile an hour at the most. Like, it's a big difference if you're using a Callaway Super Soft versus like a super high compression golf ball. There's going to be a huge difference. For like, I would say probably 75% of the balls in between, probably a couple mile an hour for most people. But the thing is with this, like, I could probably get out, which I was debating doing, like a tailor-made like two-piece like distance ball. I would maybe pick up like 2 mile an hour, but then I'm still like these are the ones I use for the most part. So the max flies will be a little bit slower just because they're lower compression. So I honestly, on some of these, I would compress too much, and the ball like pancakes on the club face. Not using the legs. Sequencing is all jacked. I guess another way to put a triple threat, I probably didn't have the best, most clear take on that. I think the best way to put it, once you get over like a certain amount of like compression in terms of the ball, like how firm it is, there's a decent amount of balls that are all pretty firm. I don't think there's much difference between those balls. It's really just the compression. That's why someone like Bryson has to use like the left dash or whatever he's using. That was better. I need to just slow things down and feel more of that. More of that. We'll see. Felt quicker, maybe not. By the way, anyone that was watching this and watched it last time, I flipped the mics around. Apologies for like the breathing and like the grunting and whatever else. It just kind of is what it is. Probably not the most pleasant to listen to all the time, but noodle arms hold the lag. Last thing I'll say before I go to roll out, your right leg doesn't need to lock out on the backswing. My right leg doesn't need to lock out on the backswing. Keep a little flex in there. Okay. I'm no FFK with an overjuiced protein. Shut up, Nightbot. Noodle arms, hold the lag. Low on the face again, but maybe a little better. 162 for a really low miss hit. When I say low on the face, like He's pretty low. Keep my back to the target longer. You're rotating your upper body too fast. If you can keep back to the target longer to start your downswing. All right, Ryan Mitchell. I like that advice because believe it or not, I have a video saying the same thing. Told you guys those videos are just my swing thoughts. I like that. I can do that. That's the easiest one so far. All right, Ryan Mitchell. Back to the target, 166. I don't know if you're trolling me with that or not because you saw the video, but either way, that's why I started to do it. That's why I did a video about it because I do like that feel. 8 RPMs a side spin. C-Drum's favorite metric. Better? Swing thoughts on what I do are not jiving? Tell me about it. I just have a mental block, and I don't think I'm alone in that. I have a mental block of like what I think it looks like, what it actually looks like, what it feels like. High on the face. All right, we're gonna start stepping on the gas a little more, like hip height, knee height. We're gonna start stepping on it. Happen to pop in again my advice. It's actually, I mean, it's funny. I don't know if you, I appreciate it. I don't know if you haven't seen that. I literally have a video that was what, 2 days ago. it was literally titled, I think, "Keep Your Back to the Target." Which, if you guys haven't seen that, the whole point of it was sharing like what I'm currently working on, swing thought wise, kind of stuff. Not like me telling you what to do, because that we just kind of came full circle there. Man, still super low on the face. That was probably one of the better swings. That was smoother, more balanced. That one, if that wasn't so low on the face, that was gonna be a couple mile an hour better. Crushing it. The fan bases are giving 2 thumbs up on that one. Appreciate it, crushing it. Jay actually, he said 2 thumbs up for Big Dog in the House earlier, the original OG of the virtual garage golf universes. Jay, it's usually a rare day when Jay does 2 comments. He's usually one and done with the 2 thumbs up. He gave us 2 today. Can't be a real person. Who knows? But Big Dog was the one who said it. Jay's always positive, so better than having someone like, "You suck." The fan base on the internet are giving this broadcast 2 thumbs down. Oh, super high in the face. Why do I keep throwing my head straight up in the air and not watching the ball? Still. All right. Thinking it may be close to final push type. Work up a sweat. Try to hit some bombs. I don't know what that is. It's like a piece of the net. Like, you hear that? I thought something broke in my driver. All right, come on. Try and just kind of all those things at once with all those things in mind that we've been working on. Try to feel those different things and then just step on the gas at the bottom as hard as I can. And hopefully it. Can I rank the body parts given the most amount of effort to the least amount? Yeah, I mean, we kind of, I'll say briefly, I was kind of talking about that for a good amount last time I was doing it, but essentially it's all right here, which is I know part of what I went into today saying, and I'm just not doing it. I don't know why I can't consistently try to hit the ball with more of my legs, which I need to do. So all of this is essentially probably 80% of it is coming from like right here, which is just not where it should be sore. It should be sore in the legs. Also, some of that though, I did do back and hamstrings yesterday, so that's some of it as well. All right, 166.7. Come on. Damn, I felt better than 163.7. Hammered. There's some good ones in here, honestly. Oh man. It's frustrating. There's been some good ones. It's just frustrating when like I literally came out with that goal to try to use more of my legs, and despite trying this entire time and doing stuff like this, I just still like trying to do something and trying to actually implement it is one of the tougher parts of golf. Better. Maybe? I don't know on that one. 1 degree out to in, 6.9 open. See you, Black Cloud. Sorry to hear about your buddy. How fast today? 168 something. I forget what it was. Before Flying Fat Kid generously gave me a super chat. He said he wanted me to hit 165. I hit like 168, and then that's about it. Hindsight, I wanted to do it, but hindsight probably should have gave it an extra day. Just tough. I don't want to be like, I want to get after it, but I also don't want to be super sore while I'm trying to play well with Big Dog tomorrow either. So maybe if we keep up with it, aim for closer to like 2 days a week. All right, 170 right here. I'm tired of messing around. 170. I'm going to swing as hard as I can by about waist height. $166. All right, that one was a little more legs. I may try to mention at the beginning, but do a little bit of that trigger and try to get some of that momentum and feel going in the lower body. Something like those pressure plates toast would be good for this, so I'm trying to engage my legs more. How do I get face to target data? It's from the square. It's estimated. Gently, the square, you have the club stickers. What it measures is, from what it says, club angle of attack, so attack angle, and then club path. From those two metrics that they're measuring, it estimates face to target, and it also estimates dynamic loft if you want that. But it usually feels pretty close. It's definitely not. It's estimated, not measured, but You just pull it up on GS Pro. You just click on any of these tiles and you can switch them around. It doesn't give you face to target. Yeah, that's crazy. You have a bush now, which is by all accounts like way nicer, way better, more expensive. And it's funny. That's one of those things where you just like that one thing it probably doesn't have. You may be able to pull it up in GS Pro. I don't know if it estimates it or not, but if you don't, if the connector doesn't have anything from the launch monitor that's sending it over, then probably not. It's gonna be doing train, showing the time it takes to rebound. If that makes sense. So far, we haven't gotten 170, but to say I'm disappointed with 168, whatever that one was for Flying Fat Kid, I don't hate that. It'd just be nice. I'm gonna destroy my driver doing this. Is that how you calculate crushing it? I mean, some of them are important. I don't know. I think something like the club path there, it's probably from where the unit is and all that stuff. That's probably what it is. But like whether I don't know. I feel like I'm in such a small space. I think it depends your path kind of where you are because I'm always aiming like out this way. So although it's saying like 9.4 that kind of stuff, it's probably measuring that right. But based on how I'm like set up and stuff, I don't know. But all right, strong core. Man, I hate that. That is the worst. I don't know if you guys could hear that. That's like the worst feeling. I've been going an hour. Catching the catching this behind me in my backswing. That's like if any of you out there have like short ceilings and you happen to like brush the ceiling or something. It's like the worst feeling ever. Because now you just feel like every time you're gonna hit that now. All right, we've been going an hour. We'll give it a couple more and we'll see. We'll see where we're at. Still 168. It's not 170, but it's 168. I'm like moving forward and trying to get my legs into it. I'm like moving forward and like humping the ball, which I do not want to do. Trying to get my legs into it. Well, all right. That's 3 in a row in the 150s. Finish strong. You gotta swing really bad for your 9-foot ceiling with driver. Not bad. It was still a good day overall. Just disappointed. I felt like I was trying to amp myself up coming into this, trying to do it, obviously, and we were 0.5 away from 170 last time. So I think maybe, as long as I don't go too crazy this weekend in terms of like golf and playing rounds and stuff, maybe Monday, try to take. Ideally, I can take Sunday off. Get fresh for Monday. It'll be sounding sad now. You're killing it. You got this. I appreciate it, CGI. I was just thinking in terms of like, obviously, I try to like hype it up and like, is today the day gonna be it? And it's like you guys are watching me not come close to 170, so it's like I'm trying to do it and then try to get on to the next thing. Hopefully, 175, but. I'm swaying towards and forward, like forward and towards the ball, which I need to, what, come back and stay back as I drop instead of like, I'm like coming there. Yeah, a lot of sway and head movement. So that's the problem. I get it's like one or the other. Like I'm trying to incorporate more of my lower body, and that's like the only way I can feel to do it. I'm not even doing it well, so beautiful journey. Happy to watch it again. Motivated again to the 140s. Let's go. Let's go. That's awesome when you guys do it too. Like hearing Murph say he got into the 150s, that's awesome. It's fun. And don't get me wrong, I know it's probably like, oh, I didn't do it, but it was really, really fun. Like after you break through a new PR, especially if you jump up like Wednesday, I was like on cloud 9 hitting 169.5. So it is pretty awesome. Days like this, it wasn't a complete failure. I mean, 168, whatever for that one was pretty good, but it is undoubtedly more fun seeing the numbers consistently tick up. Tried to stay back on it more. Swing a little faster to get over the hump. It is 100% swing faster, but it's also swing correctly. Like swing in the right way that's actually efficient and is not just like destroying my right side of my body. Not a bad ball. That's super high in the face. Surprised it was spinning that much. I don't know. We may be in diminishing returns territory. I think we live to swing another day. Hopefully, 170 day 7 would have been nice, but hopefully it's 170 day 8 that we get it done. Yeah. I'm trying to get that, what I was working on last time, the feeling of that up, down, back up again, and I'm just going up and then like down towards the ball. I'm not doing up, down, and then back up is the issue. Keep the head still. What do I need to do for that flying fat kid? Like, do I just need to like stand here then for like an hour and just feel, I guess, like I know. Slow from the top, accelerate hard to the ball. Pick one spot on the ball and watch it. Body moves, head stays. A lot of speed comes from center of the face impact too, such fine lines where the ball is screaming with power you hit it with. I mean, I'm trying to hit it hard. It's just, yeah, I mean, I'm all over the face, and like one swing from the other is just drastically different. And like, I mean, typical, sore, tired, all that kind of stuff. It's just some days I can just feel it. I felt a little bit quicker at the beginning, which I had that 168, but I mean, honestly, another way, like again, I know it's not 170, but if you were told me earlier this week, would you take 168 on a bad day? I'd be like, yeah, what are you talking about? So I was trying. I think that's it. Have a lot of movement that isn't helping retain my lag. I'm a mess flying fat kid. I was hoping, I said it at the end last time, I was like, I'm hoping I can just come out next time and pick up where I left off. The thing is though, at least with last time, I felt it once. So I know what it felt like. I just need to figure out how I can feel that again with using my legs more. Before it was like I don't even know how it should, like how to think about it or how it should feel. At least I have that now. And I need to figure out. It's that drop. That drop move just kills me. It just feels so awkward. Try one more. Feels like a failure, but it wasn't. It was still a good day. I just wish I could translate everything that I'm thinking about and trying to do in my head to what actually happens. And there's still just a mental block in there. I'm falling towards the ball. I'm like falling over towards the ball, not backwards. Let my arm drop without moving. Had a guy tell me, hold my arm out and let it drop, use my leg movement to accelerate it across my body. That was that was better. That was super low on the face, like really, really low on the face. 9 VLA. But that was closer. I don't know why I can't get out of the mindset of trying to hit it from up here. It needs to be, I guess in my head, this needs to be still part of the backswing. Right here needs to be the downswing. This is where the downswing starts, is what it needs to feel like. All right. Maybe one more push. That's a little bit better sequenced. Going through explosive training with my force plates. Let's see what happens. I know. It's tough, Jelly. I appreciate it. Flying Factor was saying the same thing the other day. Somehow we got it to click with my legs, but I know it's tough typing. I think that's just kind of tired and sweaty and getting cold swing. But I think that's actually that's better. That's more what I wanted to do. When I get too overzealous, too amped up to hit it hard and try to swing hard, I hit it from up here, and that's where I'm killing my right obliques. For my future self, who is a moron and can't seem to get this right, all up until right here is all part of the backswing. The downswing starts here. When I think about the backswing here and then the downswing starting here, I get jacked up. It needs to be back, 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 forward. Take down, slow down. You're dragging from the ball, no really quick reaction off the ball. It's tough, CJ, right? Like right now, like I said, it's just kind of towards the end of it tired, so I'm probably just naturally slower. But maybe that's helping me. It's when I get amped up and like really excited to like hit it, I rush things and I get too quick. So sometimes it's good because you kind of build up that. You watch some videos and they say the kind of thing where like if you get amped up before, kind of any of that energy is kind of stored and transferred into it. So sometimes a quicker takeaway and all that stuff when you're amped up helps. Other times when you're just not sequenced right, you just rush something back here, and then that's where I was probably running into issues going too quick from here versus now just a bit slower. But I don't know. Come on, couple more like that. That's better. How crazy is that too? These feel so slow, which is crazy. They just feel so slow and sluggish, and that's 165. I mean, it's not a very good drive with 800 backspin, but definitely don't listen to me. Wonder if you try quicker takeaway and then pause. We've gotten some good tips from others. I mean, it's tough, right? It's just whatever. Sometimes you say one thing. The amount of times that Flying Fat Kid told me to use my legs, and it just happened to be, for whatever reason, either yesterday between the way, like, either I was ready to actually understand what he was saying, or maybe he said it slightly different. It kind of clicked. But you can say the same thing to different people, or even say the same thing different ways to the same person, and, like, sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe a thought is completely different than what you do. So all right, we may do it right here. If we're going to do it, it's going to be these next like 5 swings. Look at one dimple on the back of the ball. Oh man, that was super low in the face. That felt, tried to get quick again with it though. That felt faster than 160, which club speed may have been a little bit quicker, but contact was so much worse. It's tough though. What you're saying, CJ. Some days it's just you're just different. You're timed up differently. Some days you're just naturally, maybe you didn't sleep good or whatever, or you didn't eat, that kind of stuff. You're just naturally a little bit faster, slower, a little bit sharper than other days. So all that stuff kind of factors in to, like, some days you just naturally take it back quicker and you get into a better spot. Some days you're just out of sequence or your swing's just broken in my case. But long way to saying sometimes fast takeaways help, sometimes they don't. 170 ball speed is so there. I mean, I think so too, Jelly. Like, I hit 2 days ago on Wednesday, I hit 169.5. I hit, I believe, also 169.1 and 169.3. So, like, today was a little bit lower, but I think realistically, within the next 1, 2, or 3 sessions at the most, I think. Still going, big dog. I'm actually though, I found myself in a better spot because I'm still going, getting tired, getting cold, sweaty. I am working because I just can't swing it physically as fast anymore. So I'm sore and all that stuff. I'm sequenced up better right now. The thought right now, big dog, is instead of conventional backswing and then downswing starting here, when I think that, I fire from up here thinking downswing go. I need to feel backswing, 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 downswing. Needs to be the feel. Otherwise, I get too quick. I got this, don't forget. I appreciate it, CJ. I appreciate it. I know I can do it. It's just a matter of when. I was hoping today would be the day. Today has so far not been the day, but... Oh, I almost missed the ball. That is ridiculous. That's anywhere close to that. All right. That was squared up better. 166, 291. It wasn't the fastest swing, but that one was actually like, that one probably would have been a more respectable smash factor. Golf balls are probably too cold. Wearing a thick jacket, 169, maybe 170. Yeah, I hear you, Jet Li, but like, so like, it doesn't matter though, right? You just move the goalpost. So whether like me 6, 8 months ago, instead of 166, it was 156. So like, and all those things were true back then too. Like, oh, it would have been 160 if it was warmer. I 100% agree. But I guess the idea is, so regardless of where you are, so maybe like now versus the summer, that already would have been 173. It doesn't matter. You're still improving with where you're kind of at. And then instead of 173 in the summer, now that 173 may be like 178 or something like that. You know what I mean? So no argument if I'm not bundled up and it's warmer, all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like all that factors in. Like also the fact that like I should have maybe eaten better yesterday or slept more or not worked out as much kind of thing. All that factors in. Nope. That one was not sequenced. All right, a couple more than we actually get to call it. I'll guarantee you this, big dog. I don't know what's going to happen off the tee tomorrow necessarily, unless I just try to just do a fairway finder, which would still be probably pretty good. If I'm swinging hard, like I usually do, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe not so good. All right. 3 more and or 165. If we hit 165, we're done. But three balls are 165. Part of me too, while I'm still going, is I'm stubborn, so I still want to try to do it. .285, 164. So that one I tried to be like a little more jumpy and hyper before I hit the ball. I still tried to slow it down, but that was naturally probably just a little bit quicker. 167, 165 is easy for you? I don't know about easy. I'm still swinging hard at these. 164. Happy I was here for 168. 164.2 calling it. All right. All right, we got to end it on that. I know that's seemingly kind of close to 170. I'm not hitting 170 today, but that is 167.1 and 293 carry. It's off the planet right, but I think that's a good one to end it on. That's at least kind of like a positive. I would recommend doing that too. If you guys are doing this speed training stuff, it seems kind of dumb. You're like, well, what's the difference? Before I was kind of like, oh, we didn't get there. At least end it on one where you feel pretty good. So that wasn't even my best today, but 167 for how I feel right now. I do recommend doing that because it's at least kind of a positive way to end it. You feel better about it. And although the top line did not increase today, the bottom line, like the cruising speed, definitely did. So, baller. Thanks for the beast mode. I mean, sometimes I didn't like think about it, but sometimes just that little bit of extra motivation, like before Flying Fat Kid saying like super chat over 165, or like you saying that, kind of like just that little thing just to give you that little bit of extra. Because honestly, it's kind of tough when I'm in here, like no one's watching, like you have naturally, if you're playing somewhere and like you go to a first tee box and there happen to be like a couple people standing around maybe watching, you just get that adrenaline. So that's kind of similar to like you saying, oh, like you can't do it, or I'm calling it, or Flying Fat Kid saying like here's a like a super chat. Kind of gets like the juices flowing a little bit, which is sometimes tough to do when you're kind of here by yourself, in terms of adrenaline and getting that little bit extra energy up. Nice one. Appreciate it, Jelly. We're trying. We'll get there. Um, a lot of complaining and excuses and saying I'm sore in between, but we will get there. Maybe next time. Um, this will most likely be it for speed training this week. I really didn't play. Honestly, I didn't really play anything this week because of the speed training. But we did make some pretty good progress. So um, I need to rest, and the only thing I 100% want to and have to do is, which is one of my most fun rounds of the week, Big Dog tomorrow night for our scramble. Besides that, I want to try to limit swings if I can and try to get 170 on Monday possibly. Oh no, I can't. Monday, it won't be Monday either. I'm playing. I think that's with Flying Fat Kid Monday night, so I can't do that. Maybe Tuesday. I'm gonna want to be fresh and play well for that on Monday night. Me and Flying Fat Kid versus the other Hosel Rocket and CE Sim Golf, who is, I don't even know, debatably, I guess you could say debatably, but debatably or not, the best designer on GS Pro, um, which should be a lot of fun. So I want to try to play well and not be like, oh, I'm super sore from speed training the day before like an idiot. And now, good job. See you, CJ. Thanks for the positive words. Next time I hit balls faster. So it's funny you say that, Jay Lee. That's what, if you go back and look at any of my other ones between road to 160, 165, 170, whatever I've done, for the most part, it was much more rapid fire. But then that turns into I would tire myself out on some bad ones, and I was making a lot less progress. So believe it or not, this week was the first time I tried, which is why I was curious to watch Craig try to slow it down a little and preserve myself to where I'm in like pretty sweaty underneath this. I try to do that towards the end because you do that once and you kind of peak too early. Then the rest of it, you're just cooling down and tightening up. So I try to kind of warm up to it. And then what I kind of did towards the end here is really get after it for a little bit and then kind of call it quits. But we'll see. Holding one in front of 30 people, I topped it to 215 adrenaline. I'm out of here, guys. I appreciate you watching. Shout out to Flying Fat Kid and Murph. Very, very kind with the super chats. Let me make sure and double check. I think that was it. Yeah, Flying Fat Kid and Murph. Two of the nicest guys in sim golf. We joke around a lot between the streams and Discord and everything, but there are a bunch of really, really, really good guys that are out here playing and going back and forth in the chats and whatnot. But I'm out here. If nothing else, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern, me and the big dog take on the Scramble Tour. Besides that, Monday night, Flying Fat Kid already has his stream scheduled. So go over there, subscribe to him if you're not, and click get notified. I don't know if I'll stream it or not. Just let Flying Fat Kid stream it. But should be fun. Catch you guys on the next one.